Good morning. I am glad you're here. Welcome to the Mindfulness broadcast. I do want to give you an update. If you were here last week, we did Take 5. We did a practice of Take 5, and I had committed to doing 5 of them on my Instagram, 5 different ways to practice Take 5 on the Yes Empower Instagram. And I've been doing it, which has been really fun and a learning process and just fun to share multiple different ways to do Take 5. And I was laughing because today is May 5th, the 5th month and the 5th day of the month, and my activity and my 5th day of doing it, and it's Take 5. So serendipitous, I would say. So the link is in the chat. If you want to catch any of those, check it out on the Yes Empower Instagram page. Today, I want to talk about something new, and I'm kind of smiling and loving that some of you were in the room yesterday when this was said. We were having our celebration yesterday. We have had a group of folks going through our pilot program. We're getting certified to be a coaching academy through the International Coaching Federation. We've had a pilot group go through of amazing people from community colleges and vocational rehabilitation and ODHS, self-sufficiency, and work source centers and OED STEP folks all throughout Oregon joining, and many others doing this program. And so yesterday we were celebrating this. We're 2 weeks from completing and getting ready to wrap this up. And Nancy, who some of you may have had the opportunity to meet, she's an Empower coach, an amazing human being. She said this line that just sunk into me, which was, "We are so in love with our limitations." And she said a whole bunch of other things, but that one just, you know how that happens. Sometimes it's what I needed to hear. And I just thought about it and how often that is true, not just for me, but for those that I'm working with. I know that it's true for you as humans and those that you're serving. And, you know, I thought about the statement. I've thought about it a lot. I journaled about it. I really, really thought about it and what was so meaningful to me about that. And, you know, I think I want to invite you to think about your own limiting thoughts. And I guess what struck me is, I think if somebody was to ask me, what are your limiting beliefs, Tiffany? I might have some trouble finding that. But when I think about my goals and the reasons I make for why I can't get to those, or why they're inappropriate, or why that would never happen, that's suddenly all my limiting beliefs come marching onto the stage, right? And so I wanted to invite you to think about that this morning. And then through our practice this morning, our mindfulness practice, we will explore how we'd like to be in relationship to those limiting beliefs. And so think about, if you think about some goals, maybe it's, I want to be a millionaire. I want to quit this job and sell watercolor paintings on the beach for my living. I want to move into a leadership position. I want to quit the leadership position and go back to frontline working with people, you know, making the transformations. I want to sell my home and get a different thing. I want to, you know, whatever. I want to travel the world. I want to stay home. I want to sleep one full day. I want to watch movies all day on Sunday. You know, just whatever your goals are. Think about that. And then what comes marching onto the stage? I would, but I can't because it's not possible because. Those are our limiting beliefs. All of those little characters that just came up onto your stage, those are your limiting beliefs. And we can think about those as thoughts. They're choices. Most of those aren't facts. They're choices, they're belief systems. And we can play around with how we would like to be in relationship with those things. So let's do that. Close your eyes. You can take a soft gaze. Just find your breath in your body and use that breath to ground yourself into this moment. With each exhalation, just allowing your body to move into an intentional, attentive posture. whatever that means for you, for this morning, for this moment. And again, inhaling, and as you exhale, feeling yourself ground. Inhaling and exhaling, feeling your shoulders, placing your hands and wherever they want to be, palms up on your heart, palms down. And again, inhaling. And then on this last long intentional exhale, just feeling the breath as it leaves your body. And then return to your normal flow of breathing. And bringing your attention to those beliefs, to those characters that marched out onto the stage. And seeing if you can just simply observe them, shine the spotlight onto them. We don't have to judge them or love them. We just need to first see them. These thoughts that we think over and over, and we rehearse them, and we commit to them, and we tell other people about them, and we believe them wholeheartedly so much that we think that they are true, that they are facts, that they are things that we don't have control of. Seeing if you can just explore that relationship that you have with these beliefs. And notice what happens for you as you think about the idea that these might not be true, that instead they might be optional, that you could essentially break up this love affair with this belief system. Notice what happens for you without any judgment, just observation. What if you thought the thought, I have plenty of time. I am amazingly creative. I can be financially wealthy, independent, intentional. I can love my body right now. I can do whatever I want. And then just notice all of these attachments, these strings, these yabbats. Notice what's happening in your body and in your breath. Notice what emotions arise. Might be anything from grief to anger to excitement, to freedom. And all of it is perfect. Just is. We're just observing. Just breathing and observing. And as you breathe, and as you observe, and as you accept these as beliefs, our next step is to just meet them with curiosity. So very rarely do we just go, and now I will no longer have that belief system. I will have something else. Instead, it's the slow undoing. It's meeting that thought each time it arises, each time you hear yourself say, I don't have time, or whatever the belief is. Every time you hear yourself utter it or think it, you meet it with curiosity. What if I did have time? What would I do? What does it feel like in my body every time I say that or believe that? What else might be true? How would I create time for this? Just meeting it with curiosity. We're so in love with our limitations. Such a powerful statement. Find your breath in your body again this morning. As we end this practice, I want to invite you to bring just a slight smile to your face. Allowing your breath to move in and out. Feeling a sense of deepening today. Deepening in our relationship with ourselves. In our practice of mindfulness. In living a life on purpose. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes or bring your gaze back up. Thanks for being here this morning, everyone. Thank you. Be well, and I'll see you somewhere.